Hello, welcome to BigRedJourneys. I'm your host, Big Red, and on today's journey, we're going to be checking out Sesame Place, California, because it is back open after several months of being closed. So we're going to go inside and check it out. Really just going to do a walk around of the whole thing, check out some updates of what's going on, see what is open, what is closed right now, see if there's any construction updates and whatnot, and just again do a quick little tour of the park, getting it ready for the upcoming summer season in May time. So if you care to follow on my journey, let's go. Well, after several months of a hiatus, Sesame Place is back. So we're here to do a quick little full tour to see what is open here. Unfortunately, this is not the opening day or opening weekend of its reopening here. I wasn't able to make it on that day, but I'm here on the second weekend, actually on Easter Sunday. So what we're going to do here is that we're going to walk around the whole park area, check out what is open. I do know first and foremost that the water rides are currently closed at the moment until May, and we'll talk about that a little bit later. But the dry rides are open, characters are doing their meet and greets, and a whole lot more. So let's do a quick tour. Of course, we got the Sunny Day Carousel that is going on at the moment. Sunny Day Cafe, I believe they are going. So let's actually go inside and see if there's anything new that's going on with Sunny Day Cafe, like new menus or anything of that nature. Looks like right now they had two dinings at 11:30 and 1:30 today, and I heard today, because it is Easter, that the Easter Bunny is in town. So let's go walk in there real quick. And then even some of the characters got their Easter best. You got the Cookie Monster with his ears, Elmo with his there going on. Got Bert with a very nice Eastery spring vest. I like it. But let's take a look at the buffet this time around, see if there's any new changes for the buffet. This one is probably not themed because it is just more of a traditional buffet. We got Caesar salad, caprese salad, the pasta, the watermelon, the jello, very similar to what we've had before. Kids' favorites, chicken nuggets, fries, corn dogs. Those are actually very good. I've had those. Some white rice, some squash, some vegetable medley. Oh, the chicken Dijon. That's actually one of my favorite items that they have there. The brisket, some lemon pepper salmon. Ooh, garlic knots. And some desserts here, of course. Beignets, cupcakes, gravel road, cheesecakes. Ooh, macarons look new too. I actually think they might have added a few more tables, just a couple more, not too many. For the most part, they seem pretty well, but it feels like there's a few new tables here on this side, but I could be wrong. Oh yeah, there is. Because remember, there used to be the old photo op corner right over there, but I can clearly see there's like 2 or 3 tables just in that back corner over there. So yeah, they've definitely expanded the seating here. Back on the street over here. Let's see, this game wasn't working a long time ago. Let's see if it's working now again. Oh, it's working again, good. So the point is that you step left, you step right. You can see the little, where it tells you, and you gotta avoid, so you gotta go there, so you get that, and then go to 2. Oh, we gotta avoid the banana peel. I avoided the banana peel, I don't know why it's, the camera's, 3. Got 3. Got 4, let's go 4. Got 4, and 10. And there it is, and we won. Great job. Looks like the sound effect things are still going on and about. Story time with Big Bird is still occurring. And to do the character meet and greets is right here with photos with Elmo and friends. And then of course is on this side of the street. You got the queue for the waiting right over there. So the parade is happening, but from what I believe it is just the cavalcade, which means it's all the floats and all the characters that go by, and they will start here at what I call the sunflower wall. And then they go on the street over here this way, go out and about until they reach to the other end, and we'll walk over there and show you what that looks like if you haven't seen previous videos of mine. But it is just the cavalcade, which means it's the shorter version. Usually the parade, they go out here and then they have a little midpoint right over here in front of Elmo's castles where they'll have the breakdown, and then floats are spaced out and they'll do a singing and dancing while they're doing the floats and everything like that. With the cavalcade, they're just dancing and strolling the whole way through with no stops. So, and I believe that's happening at 3:45 today, I think. Again, all the water rides are currently closed at the moment, including Cookie's Monster Mixer. Speaking of the water rides, so right now the dry rides are the only thing that are going to be open at this moment. The water rides, so it doesn't say an exact date on when the water rides will open, but on their website it does say in May of this year. Now, I looked at the calendar, and currently right now, this is the last day of them being open every day for 2 weeks. But what's going to happen, and that's just for the spring break of it. But what's going to happen is They're going to be open from now until then on weekends only until the weekend of May 22nd. So my guess is that's going to be the day in which the water rides open, because that of course is Memorial Day weekend, which is kind of the unofficial kickoff to the summer break season vacation. So that's where I guess the water rides will be open. Will all the water rides be open? Historically speaking, no. There's always like one or two that are not open. Usually it's like the big ones, like Monsters, Cookie Monsters Mixer, or maybe like the beach might not be open necessarily, but a lot of the majority will be open. We'll be here opening weekend to check out what is and isn't open that day. Hopefully everything is. But one thing I definitely want to talk about a little bit later is that big boy over there, Oscar's Rotten Rafts, because there's something very important to mention about that. Park Photos is over here. This is where you can pick up all your photos that you take with the characters. The Lazy River is doing final preparations, getting themselves ready for opening. Definitely need to do some replastering, some cleaning up before it opens. But they got a couple months before that happens, so we're good there. Super Grover's Boxcar Derby, my favorite of the dry rides here, mainly because it's really the only one that has a little bit of a thrill factor to it. This is, of course, open. Just a little entry-level coaster, fun for everybody, perfect for a little one's very first coaster. It's so much fun, and of course, it's a Soapbox Derby, and one of my favorite characters, Super Grover. So, forgot to mention, right on the other side of the carousel is the Starbucks coffee cart. You can pick up mochas, cappuccinos, lattes, things of that nature, frappuccinos as well too. Hooper Store, the flower shop, the main gift shop here at Sesame Place. There is a couple more little spots where you can pick up merchandise, but this is going to be the main one where you pick up everything from spirit jerseys, lunch boxes, stuffed animals, t-shirts, a whole bunch of everything. We'll go through the store a little bit later, but that's just a quick glance of what you can expect. And then of course here throughout Sesame Street, and when I say Sesame Street, I mean the building facade that's over here. You're gonna have little interactions like this and like the game that we played, where you can, you know, call a monster, press the buttons in a code, and someone will talk to you and everything like that. And if you do get the bubble wands, I did a video on this about all the activations. You have the special bubble wand, you tap it right there, and it gives you even more magic when you do these little interactions. And as an example of some of those bubble wands that I'm talking about there, they got Tango, Elmo, Oscar, Cookie, Abby Cadabby. Oh, they even got some like lightsaber sword version things. We got the lockers over here. They do have 3 different sizes. Oh, they have machines over here so we can check out what the current pricing is. But they will have small, the medium, or I think they call them larges here, and then jumbo. So it depends on how much you would need right over there. Myself personally, I usually can get away with one of those as one person. If I have 2 people, I would definitely recommend this one. Or like say you're single parent with a couple kids, sure. But if you are having bigger families with you, definitely consider the big lockers. But the problem is though, Sesame Place's locker prices tend to be some of the highest when it comes to theme parks. So let's see. Yep, a standard is $25, $10 more for a large, and $40 for a jumbo. Yeah, that's a pretty pricey. But those are all-day lockers, so definitely worth it, especially if you yourself plan to be joining in on your kids with the slides. You know, a lot of people, what they do is that they kind of work together with families. They'll find a spot, they camp out, they got a chair, they got a table near Big Bird's Beach. And they just, you know, guard each other's items there. But if you're here by yourself or traveling or anything, lockers, of course, is a great alternative. Going a little bit further over here, we got Sesame Souvenirs. This is the second of the main stores here. This one is more beach attire and pool attire. So this is where you're gonna be able to find like hats if you forgot a hat, like sun hats. They got cover-ups and dresses. They got water slippers. They got rash guards, solar guards, different types of bathing suits, water diapers, anything you may need should you have potentially forgotten it. Sunscreen as well too. So, and of course some souvenirs and merchandise here as well. Right across the way is the Soarin' Spin. This is the teacup ride sort of in the sky. You can see right here, you go into the basket, you can twist the baskets. You don't have to, you can just ride it, you know, like it is like a Dumbo ride. Or you can twist and spin a little bit if you like. It goes up to the air and then just goes back down like that. This is where you're going to be able to find guest services inside the park. Obviously, there's guest services / tickets outside the park before you get in. But this is where you can get guest services if you have questions. You want to end up doing a reservation for a cabana. Right now, cabanas are going for $4.99 for Ultimate, $2.99 for the Big Bird ones. Day beds $100. Those are actually a very popular option for families. All-day dining packages, Magic Queue, which honestly, not really needed, and reserve parade seating, which again is not really needed at this moment. And the first aid is right over here as well. And since Sesame Place is a autism certified center, I forget what the exact term is for it, they do have quiet rooms for people as well too. You can actually go back to guest services, ask them to get inside, and if you need it for yourself or for your little one, they have quiet rooms right over here that have chairs and games and puzzles and books and extra items for, you know, for stimulation or whatever the case may be, to help you settle down, give yourself your peace and quiet that you need should you need a quiet room for whatever reason. So they are right over there, which is nice. And of course, first aid again is right over there. This right here is the, if you want to work out on your arms, the cookie climb. So it's one of those where you sit there, parents and kids can sit right there, and you pull yourself up with the ropes and pulley system all the way to the top, let go, you fall back down. It's one of those types of drop rides. Right now, since there's no water attractions, there's no need for life vests, but take a look for little pylons like this. They'll have life vests for little ones, for big ones, for adults and everything of that nature. Completely free to use, just put them back when you're done with them. We have Big Bird's Beach. This is going to be the large wave pool over here. And by a large wave pool, it doesn't get too crazy. I think at the deepest, you can't even access it. I think the deepest is like 6 feet all the way at the very end. And even the waves here are nothing compared to other water parks I've been to. This one, they, you know, makes the waves, but the waves are nothing crazy, really. It really isn't. And of course, it's a completely infinity entry pool, so you can go as deep or as shallow as you like. And there's always plenty of lifeguards around too, which is really nice. Got the day beds, lounge beds over here. These are the day beds that are actually quite popular for families. Got the little shade, have a little sitting spot right there. Usually they also have a little locker cabinet right over there. You can put some stuff there for safety purposes. They also will have some cabanas as well too. You can see some of the cabanas over there, some cabanas over there. Those are going to be the ones here for Big Bird's Beach. This is something that's interesting. So the Big Bird's Beach lawn, which is right over here, they have the Adirondack style chair, some tables, picnic tables and whatnot. This is usually the spot and where the Furry Friends dance party is. They usually have the stage over here, but I do not see anything that has to do with the stage. So maybe they moved it, or who knows? It is on the schedule, but I don't know where it's going to be. That's interesting. Also, during some of the times, this will be the area in which they'll have the cookies with Cookie Monster, or cookies with the Count, or cookies with Cookie Claus. You can kind of get a theme here. It's usually held right in these tents over here. But again, the way that it's organized and set up, I don't think they're doing them this year. So we'll see. Here's another larger where you can do day beds for guests. Right now, obviously, since it's not water park season, they're letting people sit wherever they want today. So no big deal. Park is relatively empty at this moment. A newer food stop that opened up last year, that's a Big Bird's Beach Bites. This one's gonna have some Mexican style affair food like tacos. You can see the menu over here. 3 mini street tacos. You got carne asada, chicken, chorizo, plant-based chorizo. You got things like nachos and rice bowls. Kids meal is a mini taco, a choice of protein. Sodas, waters, beers, desserts. So haven't eaten here at this place, so maybe when I come here for the water park, I'll eat here to try out the food here. They got a little hot dog and churro and pretzel stand. Oh, this is newer. This little beer gazebo patio over here. They got some beers on tap. Got some beers and drinks on can. Yeah, this is newer right here. Wow, okay, so that's something that's new. We have another dry attraction, Rosita's Harmony Hills. Of course, the Spanish-speaking monster of Sesame Street. There's going to be a foamy play area. You got the little kids where they get the foamy pads. They got musical instruments to bang and play with, pipes and drums and things of that nature to have fun with. And sometimes they've had it before in the past where they'll have like sing-alongs and book readings back over there too. So nothing quoted at the moment, but keep an eye out for that. Here is the first. These are Snuffy's spaghetti slides. And oh, before I mention it, here's some more areas we can find some more life vests here to get. So the one thing you have to understand about these slides, they are unfortunately not 100% ADA accessible, because for example, if you want to ride these slides here, you have to figure out a way to get yourself up a good amount of stairs. Even for somebody like me who has bad knees, it could be a little bit of a trouble. Also, no shoes. You gotta put your shoes in the little cubbies over here. Anyways, there's some blockage over here, so you really can't see the slides. But there's, I believe there's 4 slides. I believe 4 slides. I'm not 100% sure. I think there's 4 slides. There should be 2 open slides. The purple, pink color ones, those are open. Oh, and first of all, these slides are non-tube slides. These are just body slides. So there should be a couple open slides. which are the pinks, and then the yellow ones, or the orangey yellow ones that you can see right there, those are going to be the enclosed slides in a tube slide. So those are going to be much darker. Abby's Fairy Flight is the swinging chair style ride. It is currently closed right now. It looks like they wrapped it up, put up some of the things here, so it looks like maybe they're reassembling it. I would imagine it does look freshly painted. It actually looks really pretty. Actually, it looks like there's some parts that are like maybe some brand new, some cleaning. I'm sure it's been refurbished. So I would imagine what they're doing is that they're reassembling and getting ready for the big summer season. There's actually another ride over here, the Rub-a-Dub Sub Ride, which is actually a pretty fun ride. Of course, themed to Ernie and his tub, and of course his rubber ducky. It's one of those ones where you're in the sub and it goes up, goes down, goes up, goes down, backwards and so forth. Really fun ride for everybody. And that one's currently open. Oh, they moved, there was a merchandise cart over here by the theater, but now they have snacks, Dippin' Dots, they got some beers and sodas. And of course, we got the Sesame Place Theater over here. Showtime's at 2:30. There's one that's about to start here in a few moments. And then for the theater, it's the same show, Welcome to Our Street. Always a fun show to check out. Right now, they're only doing one performance. But they need to put that sunshade. They've been talking about doing a sunshade to block people because you can see how you're obviously right in the open of the sun here, which is not fun. But they really need to put those sunshades up. But oh well. Oh, it's still a fun show to check out, so I definitely would recommend it, especially if it's your first time to Sesame Place. Really fun show. I can't really get much better of a view than where I'm standing at right now at this moment, but that is Bert and Ernie's tube rides, and these are the ones where you can ride on an inner tube, and there's closed ones as well as open ones. But I can see there's like some painting and some refurb going on over here too. So again, these things definitely need it because they've been obviously exposed to the sun for several years now. So they could definitely use some touch up, some repaint. I'm sure they're also checking the fasteners and the bolts and making sure things are secured. So I'm actually happy to see stuff like this happening because that means that they're doing progress and repairs and work where it's needed. Here in the center of the park, this is where you're gonna have some changing rooms. You got more racks here for vests and life vests and everything. But you got the change rooms here, pretty spacious as you can see. They also have a couple of showers over here for you to clean off, rinse off the chlorine, or rinse off whatever you need to. More changing rooms over here. Actually, let's go this way here. And for those who do need it, they even do have 88 changing rooms. So here with the Bert and Ernie ride, so these are the Bert and Ernie's Twisty Turny and Topsy Turvy tunnels. And like I said, there's a few of them, and they're pretty much mirror images of each other. So, you know, they're essentially the same ride, they're just color themed to the particular characters. So Ernie's are colored to him, Bert's are colors to him, but they're all the same. And again, there's, I think, I believe there is 2 enclosed slides on both sides. So a total of 4 enclosed slides, 2 open slides, and these are the ones in which you have to do a inner tube like that. Next door here is one of the rides I want to talk about, and that's Oscar's Rotten Rafts. And you can see there is Oscar's Rotten Rafts over there. That orange and yellow, that's the conveyor belt that took the big tubes. So these are the big family tubes, in which as long as you meet the weight requirement or under the weight requirement or maximum on there, then you go down the green slide and splash down right over here. The reason I want to talk about it is because the rumor going on, and something I think is even enhanced with the fact is that this ride, if you look on the website, is missing from the website. It is not listed as a water attraction. Obviously all the water attractions are closed at this very moment, but this particular ride is not even listed at all on the website. Last year, if I'm not mistaken, I believe Oscar's never opened, and from what I understand when I talk to a few people, is that the mechanism that actually brings the ramp, the mechanism that actually brings the inner tubes up to the very top, apparently it needs some sort of like custom part or something. That part was broken. That's what I understood it to be. And they never fixed it, and of course then they closed down back when was it, like late September, October, and obviously they haven't reopened yet. So from what I understand, I don't believe it ever ran or was never open last season. Now, again, it seems to be the case because now again it's not even listed on the website. So my honest thought is I think this ride is going to go away, this attraction. So my guess is I think they're probably going to take this one down and use the space for other attraction, which I have absolutely no problem with. This is more of a younger theme, younger amusement park, younger water park. This attraction is for older, braver kids. Heck, I even got scared on this one. That and Cookie's Monster Mixer. But this one, I have a feeling is probably gonna go away once they figure out what they're gonna replace it with. If they replace it with something, which I have no problem with it going away as long as they replace it. I'm fine with that. With another ride, another attraction. I honestly think they need some more dry rides, especially if they're gonna go with this seasonal route that they're doing here of, you know, really having the water rides only open during the summertime, but then staying open for the rest of the year with dry rides. They'll have enough space back over here to put at least 2 to 3 dry rides. There are some more cabanas over in this region. And then behind that green wall is where you would splash down after the Oscar's Rotten Raft ride. It was a fun ride. I remember going on a couple times with Trevor, and I mean, it's scary, especially when you reach some of those corners. You honestly feel like you're about to fall out, either out of the slide or out of at least the inner tube. Like it can get scary, and of course you're pretty high up there. You don't realize it. You got Honker Dinger Dash, which is one of those little raft rides that you slide on. You can race from the top. It's enclosed at first, and then it opens up to the little splash pad, the splash landing right over here. And I can see some tools out, which means that they're obviously doing some refurb and some finishing up to it. Again, we have over a whole month before the water park portion of things needs to be open. So that's most likely why you're going to see things that need to get touched up with paint, stuff that needs to be fixed, installed, menu. I like seeing the tools out there because at least, like I said, it means that they're doing some work and getting it ready for the upcoming season, including, like, again, Big Bird's Rambling River. This is where you can pick up some of the inner tubes. They have single person, 2-person inner tubes. Everybody who is in the river needs an inner tube. No free swimming, no free floating. And that's one of the entrances over here. There's another entrance as well too, near the middle section. Interesting, this is like the first time I've seen it open in several months. Oscar's Grouchy Grub is a place where you can pick up some beers and snacks and sodas and ice cold drinks and Dippin' Dots, hot dogs and pretzels. You never see that open. Wow. Now we're heading back into the center of the park here. We're almost done with our little tour. This is gonna be the food section over here with the 3 main restaurants, quick service food service places. And another ride here, Elmo's Rockin' Rockets. This is a Dumbo style spinning ride. You're going on a rocket ship that's shaped like Elmo and you spin around and have a good time. We'll go here to the middle. There are going to be 3 main food spaces. These are all quick service with different types of food and theming to them. First and foremost, you're going to probably have the most popular one, that of Grover's Grill. This is where you're going to find things like cheeseburgers, fried chicken sandwiches, roasted chicken sandwiches, things of that nature. So you can take a look at the menu real quick. Double bacon cheeseburger starting at $25.79. Ouch. Discounted down to $20 if you're a member like myself with a platinum pass. All the way down to $18 for a chicken club salad. You have things like sides. The kids meal's $13.29. It's a mac and cheese, chicken nuggets, or Uncrustable PB&J. You got desserts and sodas. There is another snack stand over here, just real quick since I saw it. Never really opened that much, but probably during the summertime it probably will be. This is just a quick little grab and go spot. Hot dogs, ice cream, cold drinks and snacks. It's actually been updated since last time I see it. Oh, they even have specials here. They got things like taco specials, nacho specials, and open faced burritos. So they actually got some food specials going on here too. You got monster snacks with Elmo, Rosita, and Zoe. And we're gonna have things, these are gonna be more like chicken tenders and fries of that nature. So you're gonna have buffalo tenders with fries for $23.49. Hot honey ones for $22.49. Kids meal is $13.29. Chicken nuggets or PB&J sandwich. You'll have some desserts as well too, like the loaded churro fries, and of course sodas and beverages and things of that nature. Last spot's gonna be Deli Trattoria. That's gonna be Italian affair of food, but really it's just pizzas. I actually had the chicken pesto pizza. It actually is not that bad, and it's actually a good option to share with like 2 or 3 people, or like 1 adult and 2 kids. That's actually enough food for them to be sharing. Pepperoni pizza, chicken Caesar salad, kids meals is a half pizza. Salads, of course, breadsticks, desserts, drinks, and all that good nature. Can't get to the middle of the island over here, but I'm going to kind of showcase as best I can. There's 2 entrances, one that's over there near Hooper's store. You can see the orange bridge over there. And then back over here on the other side of Elmo's Rockets, you can see the blue and orange bridge right over there. But we take a look, you got Big Bird's River still floating around over here. We have Elmo's Sandcastle slides over there. This is going to be the littlest attraction for the littlest ones here. Little slides. I actually got repainted. I can see the fresh green here. That's real nice. This is gonna be the little toddler, little baby slides. And they got little waterfalls, and the water never gets deeper than like a foot over in some of the areas. So perfect for the littlest of adventure seekers. There's also the Count's Splash Castle over here, the big water castle. They got the giant buckets over there. They got hoses, they got spray buckets, they got water trap, all this stuff. They got a couple slides in here too. Some of smaller to medium size. Again, this whole area is really gonna be the one meant for all the smallest guys here. And there are some chairs, and there are a couple cabanas, some Abby's cabanas over there, should you want them. Chairs that are on the tables, all that good stuff around this area. And the last thing to check out before we leave here is gonna go be back at the Hooper store, the main gift shop here at Sesame Place. So let's do a quick little tour and see what's all about. We get greeted with some stuffies here of all of our favorite characters. Super 7 toys, educational toys as well too, building blocks, coloring things of that nature. They got some capes. They got things like spirit jerseys of all of our favorite characters. Here's the little sales section over here. They got some shirts and clothing here that are 30% off. They have clothes for adults, they have clothes for kids, magnets, water bottles. They'll usually kind of divide these things up into sections of characters. They got bags, more capes. They got action figures and pins, bags and lunch bags, bows, and let's see here. Some more merchandise over here. Books, should you be looking for some books. They'll have, like they usually have like an Elmo wall. They got a cookie wall. They got my boy here, Oscar. They got a wall for him. They got Abby. They got Elmo over here, all the main characters. Banners and t-shirts and tank tops. Funkos, lounge flies, mugs, coffee cups, a whole bunch of stuff here. Even onesies as well too. Definitely a warm day today, so I'm staying away from the onesies. Water bottles, beach towels. A lot of fun here. Oh, we just missed story time with Big Bird. And of course, after every story time, you do get a chance to meet the bird himself at the end here for a great photo op at his nest, which is always fun. The big old bird himself. Oh wait, he's out of frame now. Look at that. Oh my God, look at that. I need 3 arms to reach this big bird over here. How are you doing on this fine Easter Sunday?
He's doing great. He's enjoying the sun.
I know you're enjoying the sun. This is beautiful. Oh, you better be careful that you might get a little roasted. You got to turn around the other side. But anyways, I wanted to share an Easter joke with you. Can I do that? Of course.
He loves jokes.
Why did the chick go to the party on Easter?
Why?
Because he wanted to hang out with his peeps.
That's good. That's good, right, Big Bird?
That's a good one. That's the best way to
really
start.
like that.
I figured as much. Always good seeing you, buddy. I'm going to see you in a couple weeks for the big opening. I know we're taking you're prepping the slides, getting everything ready for all your friends to come here. And this time, can we go down on Cookie's Monster Mixer? Can we do that? Okay.
Of course.
Last time he said no, because he was a little yellow. Take a quick moment here, just give a couple notes and thoughts and everything. Mainly, let's start off with some scheduling. So right now, again, this is the final weekend of the spring break weekend here on Easter Sunday. After today, and so obviously by the time you already watch this video, they'll be back to opening just on weekends until May 22nd. Upon May 22nd, that again is the kickoff to the summer season, in which all the attractions, all the water rides and everything should be open, and it will stay open every day from May 22nd, according to the calendar here. Don't 100% quote me on the dates here, but it should be open every day until Labor Day Monday, September 7th. At which point then it will go back to weekends only until November 21st, which then it will open for 2 weeks again every day for the Thanksgiving holiday. Now at that point in time, I would definitely anticipate dry rides only. Water rides will probably be closed at that point because again, this is a seasonal park, so water rides are pretty much reserved to just the summer months. So Thanksgiving holiday, I would imagine the water park itself will be closed, but the dry rides and attractions will still be open. Then it'll be back to weekends until December 19th, to which then it'll open for Christmas and into the New Year's holiday every day. But then the calendar only goes up until the end of the year, December 31st. So I can't tell you what happens after that mark, unfortunately. Probably what we experience, the same thing here. I will say this, if you may or may not know about Sesame Place, unfortunately, SeaWorld in general, the parent company who owns Sesame Place, ran into some legal troubles recently with Sesame Workshop, the mother company of Sesame Street, Sesame, all the brand and characters, due to the fact that Sesame Place closed unexpectedly, seasonally. When they closed, September, October, they closed until just recently. They were not supposed to do that. Obviously, there were some other legal issues that occurred, such as some branding and some royalties and things of that nature. But so my guess is that because of the fact that one of the biggest things that Sesame Workshop was complaining about is that they were not supposed to have this modified schedule of being, only open on, closures and all that. They were supposed to be open all year round. So I think because of that, Sesame Place is going to shift from being, again, every day on certain points like summer and holiday weeks, to then on the non-holidays or non-summer days, they're just going to do weekends. So at least, yeah, they technically are still open all year round, even if it is for only 2 or 3 days a week. That's my thought. No proof to say that, but it kind of lines up and makes sense. So. And of course, after that, everything else for the most part seems like rides are being repainted, rides are being worked upon, rides are being fixed and furnished, which is really nice. I like seeing the touches of paint. I like seeing the construction bits and pieces happening around here. So the park does have about a little over a month to be doing everything that needs to be done to be open for May 22nd. So hopefully we'll be seeing some construction workers here doing their thing and maintenance and facilities and doing their thing to make the park up and ready for the start of the summer season. When that does happen, I will definitely be there for that weekend to check it all out, see what's open, ride a few rides, check out the water slides, see what's new, what's different and whatnot. So that's gonna do it for our time here at Sesame Place. Hope you liked the video. I enjoyed doing a quick little walk around, checking everything, what's open here. Again, this is what's gonna be like for the next month and a half until Memorial Day weekend, in which it will open full time, and hopefully all the water rides and everything that was closed at this moment will be reopened at that point in time. So anyways, if you like this video, give me a big thumbs up for me. Subscribe to the channel if you're new here, you haven't done so already, and hit the notification bell. Follow me on social media at BigRedJourneys on TikTok, Twitter, and Instagram for even more content. So for me to you, thank you, and then I'll see you on the next journey. Bye-bye.